Hey, Determined Destiny family, it's Coach Kevin coming at you with the first video of 2022. And this video is kind of a continuation of the last video, which was about embracing confusion. And with this one, we're going to dig into once you embrace that confusion, what do you do with it? What do you do with it? So, thank you guys for continuing to tune into these videos and be a part of this journey with us on helping our young men be successful in life. The Determined Destiny family, that's what we're all about. Helping our young men be more determined about reaching their destiny and giving them the tools and the skills that they need to be able to do that. So as we embark on 2022, we hope that it's completely different than 21 and 20. We want to make sure that our young men have the right mindset that allows them to continue towards greatness. And if you have not already subscribed, I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button so that you can get the updates and turn on the notifications so you can get the updates as these videos come out. We're going to be pumping out more videos throughout this year that's going to help our young men be more determined about their destiny. Also, don't hesitate to leave some comments, give me some feedback on the conversations that we're having. That's valuable to us because it helps guide our next conversation once we understand and know what our young men are working on. I myself personally do some mentoring of some young men. I have a couple of coaches that are also doing some mentoring of some young men. So if you'll go to our website, determineddestiny.org, you can also have the opportunity to sign up and get one of our coaches to spend some personal time with your young man via a Google Hangout, a Zoom call, a phone call, or if you're in one of our areas, possibly even a face-to-face visit with your young man. So get plugged in with Determined Destiny, walk on this journey with us, and let's see our young men get the success that they need, get the success that they deserve, and get more determined about their destiny. So today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about believing in you and helping our young men understand the importance of believing in themselves. Because if they don't believe in themselves, then they will not be successful. They got to have that right mindset that they can achieve whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. A lot of times I use the analogies of schools and sports because a lot of times that's the young men that I'm working with. They're either an athlete who's trying to working to be successful in school, or they're just a student that's trying to be successful in some type of extracurricular activity. So I use those analogies to make the connections. And so today I'm going to talk about believing in you from a standpoint of the athlete. You know, we just had the state championship game played a few weeks ago here in Texas. And man, we had a team out of South Oak Cliff that won the state title for the first time. I think they said like 60 plus years. And they come from an inner city neighborhood where in Dallas, part of Dallas ISD. And it was just a remarkable year for them. But it started with them believing in themselves. And it started with the district believing in them and believing that that community and that school would be the staple of the district for years to come. It started with the thought process that the district needed to invest in that particular school. They believed that there was more there. They believed that that school could be better than it was. And so they invested in it. They invested the resources in terms of people. They remodeled the school. I think about 2 years ago, they remodeled the school. So they began to plant those seeds within the students and the staff there of believing that greatness was within them. So with our young men, what we got to be able to do is build up around them and help them get that confidence from within. And so you say, well, how do we do that? What are you talking about, Coach Kevin, in terms of building up around them? What I mean by that is we've got to encourage them with positive words. When they get in trouble or they do something wrong, we're so quick to say the negative, say the negative, say the negative. And then what that does is that feeds their self-esteem to not believe in themselves. And so what I want to challenge us to do is get rid of that negative as adults. Get rid of the sharing those negative thoughts and those negative comments with our young men, because it's not helpful. But on the flip side of that, what I want to be able to do, what we need to be able to do is help our young men understand that everything that people say to you is not who you are. You get to determine who you really are. And so we want to help our young men to believe in themselves and get them to understand that there is greatness within them. And they will achieve that if they will work at it. And so that's the inner struggle, right? But the external struggle is the things that are constantly coming at them. And so as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure that they get some positive things coming into their mindset so that they can then have some internal growth on belief of who they are. So we as adults have to be focused on pouring to our young men, those positive words, those positive affirmations that allow them to be successful. And we do that because we believe in them, and the way that our young men begin to believe in themselves is by having adults around them that believe in them and that say to them, I believe in you, or you can do this. I know you messed up, but let's talk through why you messed that up and how you're going to fix that next time. And that conversation helps build their confidence and their belief in themselves. So we got to get better at that. Our values are what we believe, right? And so our young men have to value themselves. We have to teach them to value themselves because they believe in themselves. So if you're underage, and you shouldn't be drinking, then you don't put alcohol in your body because you believe that you're so much more than that. You believe that you do things the way that they're supposed to be done. So we don't do those kinds of things. And we believe that we value ourselves enough not to do that. We value our character and the respect that we have coming to us from others enough to behave in such a way that causes them to see us in a positive light. We value that. We have to value the fact that we want others to see us a certain way. And as they see us that way in a positive light, it allows us to have a stronger belief in ourselves. So go with me here on this. We have to value ourselves enough in order to get to a high level of belief in ourselves. And so we have to teach our young men how to value themselves. And we do that by building up their character and telling them when they're doing wrong, but telling them how to do it right in a positive way and telling them what right and wrong is. Like, you don't mistreat women or girls. You don't be disrespectful to adults. You just don't do that. You don't say one thing and do another. If you say that you're going to do something, then you do that thing. And those become our values. And that teaches us how to believe in ourselves, because now we know who we are. Because what we believe determines who we are. What we believe determines who we are. And if we believe that, we're a stud athlete, then we're going to act like a stud athlete. If we believe that we're a top-notch student, that we can be an AB student, then we're going to work and do the things that causes us to be an AB student, an honor roll student. But we have to believe that, because what we believe determines who we are. And then who we are will support what we do. We'll start to do those things that top-notch athletes do. We'll be nutritious with our body, make sure that we're taking in the right nutrition with our body, that we're working out, that we're studying plays, or we're watching film, and we're putting in the extra time on the court or on the field, whatever that it is, who we are will be supported by what we do. We'll begin to do more of that. If we believe that we're an AB student, an honor roll student, then we'll put in the time to study. We'll interact in class. We'll engage in conversation around that lesson outside of class, because that is who we are. And we want our young men to begin to develop who they are in a positive light, because that's where the belief comes from. Remember, we're talking about believing in ourselves and helping our young men believe in themselves. Again, if you have not already subscribed to this video or to the YouTube channel, I encourage you, hit that subscribe button so that you can continue to get more of these conversations. Now, let me finish this video off with helping bring all of this together. So what we do aligns to how we behave and what we say, right? What we do aligns to how we behave and what we say. So if we're saying that we're a top-notch athlete and we're doing those things that causes us to be a top-notch athlete, then that's where our time is going to be spent. That's where our energy is going to be spent. That's how our habits are going to be invested in that particular area. And what we say about ourselves is, I don't do that because I'm a top-notch athlete. Guys are going hanging out, doing whatever. I don't do that because I'm a top-notch athlete. Now we're helping them believe in themselves. When we're giving them the tools that they need to be successful. I don't say that I'm going to do something and then I don't do it, because I want to be a person of character. I am a person of character. And we teach them to believe in themselves so that others can believe in them also. And then they know that they can rely on themselves and others can rely on them. And then how we behave, it has to intersect with what we say. Those things have to be congruent. How we behave and what we say we're about, those things have to be together. Like, I can't say that, oh yeah, I'm an honor roll student. Yeah, I don't study. I get C's. You never see me with a backpack or notepads or laptop or anything like that. So, the things that we do must be in alignment with the things that we say. And the things that we say must be in alignment with the things that we do. And that's what strengthens our belief system in who we are, when we know that we are people of character and people can count on us and we can count on ourselves. This is an important tool that we have to teach our young men. And here at Determined Destiny, we're committed to giving our young men what they need to be successful. Hey, we need them to believe in themselves if they're going to be successful. So this video was all about helping our young men believe in themselves. When I first wrote this, I said, you got to believe in you. Believe in you. And that's what the message that I've been sending my young men that I've been working with. Believe in you. That's the difference with an Alabama, a Georgia, who's getting ready to play for the national title, because they believe in themselves. They believe that they will overcome the odds and reach their destiny. Now, we got a good game coming up, y'all, soon. So watch the game, but not just watch the game for the entertainment of football. Watch those young men as they perform on that field and how they believe in themselves and how they trust in each other, because that trust has been built up. That confidence has been built up. I'm Coach Kevin. This is Determined Destiny. Join us, stay with us, and be a part of the family. Visit determineddestiny.org for more information and more ways to connect. Thank you. Have a great day.